All right, so now the next thing we're gonna do is we're going to go ahead, now that he's okay with me being in safe position with him, I'm going to go ahead and introduce him to my lead rope here, okay? So I'm Mr. Slate, and this is Mr. Lead Rope, and we're not gonna hurt you. So I'm gonna take my lead rope here, and what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna start with just there. I love that. Him letting me get in that position between his nose and his shoulder and him dropping that head. That is huge. I'm gonna start with just tossing this over his back. And when I get into desensitizing with a horse, I don't really like to baby them, okay? And again, I haven't really intentionally just gone ham on the desensitizing with him, but in the process, I've done some stuff with the rope, with the long pole, you know, with the lead rope when I'm going to catch him. So it's not like this is all brand new, but I'm not gonna baby him through this process. When I throw this rope, I'm gonna really just kind of throw it, and then I'm gonna go right back to it, and throw it, right back to it, and throw it. And the idea here is he's really gonna overreact, but I want him to discover on his own, good, on his own. Right? I didn't pull him and say, quit, stand still, pony. Why are you moving? You need to stand still and lick and chew and cock and hind foot. And all. No. I want him to discover on his own that when he stands still, that is when, and did you hear him kind of take that big, deep breath? That's when everything kind of settles down from that. There's no reason to overreact. So I'm gonna go right back into it, right? I'm gonna take my rope. Look at that, much better. Right? And so sometimes we kind of dance around some stuff with our horses because we're afraid that, oh, my horse is gonna blow or they're gonna be worried. With these horses, they much rather us be clear and know what's going on. And so I much rather him overreact and realize that nothing's gonna happen, that he doesn't have to be worried, than never put him in a position where he actually expresses himself. Because if we don't allow him to express himself during the training, then it's gonna come out somewhere. And I much rather it come out in a controlled, safe environment than in an unpredictable, unexpected situation. Oh my goodness. Mr. Slate, you're so brave. Okay, so here we go. Get nice and big. Oh, buddy. This is a good pony right here. Look at this pony. Oh my goodness. So he's doing a really good job of just standing there nice and relaxed. And so now I'm gonna get even bigger. I'm gonna really chuck it over. Good. You see that kind of bothered him a little bit, but he stayed with me, right? Whenever we get to saddling him, I'm gonna have to put a saddle over his back, right? Or, you know, you got some horses people rope off of, right? You need to be able to throw a rope off that pony's back, right? Or you might be taking your pony down the trail and a tree branch or a vine ends up smacking. I mean, there's so many practical applications as to why you might be riding with some long split reins and you flip your reins over. You never know, right? And so the bigger, larger that I can do this with him, the better.